Former Nigerian Minister of Culture and Tourism, Fani-Kayode, has replied Pastor Tunde Bakare, who asked him to expose his supposed ugly past, which the ex-minister brought up as he questioned why the pastor sang the praises of Tinubu barely a year after criticizing him. Following Tunde Bakare's recent praise of former two-term Lagos State Governor Ahmed Tinubu, who aspires to one day be the Nigerian president, Fani-Kayode had on Tuesday morning questioned if Pastor Tunde Bakare was being blackmailed with his past life. According to Fani-Kayode, it is strange that the same Tunde Bakare who criticized Tinubu around this time in 2019 is now singing the praises of Tinubu and criticizing those who stand against him getting into power. He therefore asked Pastor Tunde Bakare to tell Nigerians if he was being blackmailed into praising Tinubu from his pulpit, pointing but not giving details of two separate events which he alleged had to do with Pastor Tunde's past. He also added that if that is not the case, Pastor Tunde Bakare should explain what has changed in Tinubu in 1 year that made him change his stance. Pastor Tunde's comments after seeing what the ex-minister published showed he was not happy, but in responding, he appealed to the ex-minister to expose his supposed ugly past of 1990 and the shady deals involving some bank and him, which he, Fani-Kayode, must have known about. However, in replying, Fani-Kayode did not give Pastor Tunde Bakare the answer he was hoping for, as he said this: Yinka, tell Tunde Arewa that I only asked questions, I made no assertions and indulged in no falsehood. I simply asked him to clear the air. Can't we ask questions? Is he God? Why is he so upset? Why can't he just answer the question rather than get his knickers in a waist? Yinka was the person Pastor Tunde used in delivering his written message to Fani-Kayode. On that, Fani-Kayode said, in any case, why is he sending you to me? If he's a man, let him reach me himself and not send you to me. I do not react when to threats. I do not react well to threats, and you are not his messenger. If he has anything to say to me, let him say it. I am waiting, and I will respond to him. First for fire for fire. Okay. He's going to respond to him fire for fire. Okay. The battle line has been drawn. Well, everyone is entitled to his opinion. And I think from what Fani-Kayode said, asking question that what has changed, if I can really get it right, what has changed now and then? Because you cannot be turning people ton 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 ton. Before that, as a person, if you know that you have integrity, if there are some things that you know that you cannot defend, you better keep quiet. Keep it to yourself. Because today you say something, another day you say another thing. You know, people, you lose your credibility. That is just the way it is. And if at all, of course, nobody is perfect. If at all you have a very strong belief in something you are talking about today, and if something changes or something changes, if there's a change in what you have said, you still come out and try to explain and try to make it more elaborate to let people know, oh, this is why I said this and this is why I'm now changing whatever I'm changing, and people will be able to understand. Not that you just come, you just begin to speak, and some people tell you, oh, maybe he has seen the light, then he was lured in saying that, or he didn't have a better, because that is what people are going to be saying. You don't, maybe he never had a better understanding of what you were saying, then maybe he now has a better understanding of what he's now saying. You don't begin to make excuses for such people, because if you are going in that route that yes, he didn't know what he was talking about, that is to tell you that it is integrity issue. And if at all there's a mistake or there's something you didn't know before, you still have to explain it so that you'll be able to balance what you said before and what you are saying now. Not that you just say whatever you want to say, then another day you come again, you just begin to say. No, you just have to balance the whole thing. I think that's where he's having problem. But a lot of people will still not learn from all of these things. Everybody claims, oh, I have integrity, I'm this, I'm a man of myself, I'm a woman of myself, this and this and that. But what they say is different from what they act on. So if you are, that is the question I believe Fani-Kayode is asking. I know a lot of people will not be able to look at everything holistically. They will begin to attack individuals. Leave the messenger and focus on the message. That is what we are talking about. So that is a simple question. What has changed? Because just like Oshomole did the same thing, you think you can just do whatever you want to do, then you come and you that as if you are talking to ants or non-entities. They don't have brain of themselves, because now you get sense pass. Now waiting you talk, now they just follow you just like that. It is not be like that. Oh. If they are gullible people like that, some people are not gullible. And that's why they always find it very difficult when some people, they believe that everybody must just go in their way. When some people begin to say, no, 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 I can't do that, they begin to say, oh, this person is like this. No, because you already have an assumption, already have a mindset that, oh, whatever you say, because you believe that you have a large following, it's not, everybody's not like that. Even if you have majority of the people by your side, but there are some people who see like, okay, we still have our brains, we use our brain, we think. You don't just come and tell us anything. And the same, and I always quote what Oba of Benin said, when he was trying to settle them before the election, that you guys, you said something yesterday, today again you are saying another thing. You guys are confusing us. And that statement was meant for Oshomole. You guys are confusing us. What is it? Today you said this person is good. You sing the praises, or you sang the praises of the person to high heavens. Today you are telling us another thing. What do you want us to believe? Do you think we don't have a brain of our own, or we don't have mind of our own? So these people just have to be careful. I don't know what is really intoxicating them. You just begin to speak because you believe you have a lot of people that will be cheering you, because once they are talking, people say, hey, yes, right on. Hey, right on. That's what maybe that's what gingers them. So the battle line has been drawn. Let them all begin to expose themselves. Well, we all know you as a good for nothing politician. It don't happen. Asking, telling him, I don't know who they are talking about. Okay, let's go. Who cannot understand why he lost power or lost power? Pastor Bakare is totally different from you. Okay, you guys cannot manage your home. I said it too. I said it too. He cannot manage his home, and somebody who is always contradicting his statements. So, is there any difference? Yes, he cannot. That is the only thing he will come here. He cannot marry you. That does not mean he cannot. He cannot do well in other things. Or is that cast in concrete that because of that, oh, your life is you are doomed. You don't have to come to public space. And that's one thing about this guy. He doesn't care if you like whatever you want to do, because you know that he's a public figure. What you do in your own personal decision, because you are not known, so nobody is going to assess you. So one thing about Fani-Kayode is like I like his boldness, because he did not allow them, or has not allowed that thing that happened to him, or whether his personal life, to deter him from speaking in the public. You can say whatever you want to say, but leave the message, leave the messenger, and focus on the message. Leave the messenger and focus on the message. Well, someone says he cannot manage his home, so you think Bakare is like you. Okay, he's been able to manage his home successfully, and by the grace of God, he's also presiding a big church. You need to learn, sir. Really? Okay. That is what somebody says here, but a lot of people are of the opinion that what this particular person said is not even what it's not it, whether it's for good or for bad. What has managing a home got to do with all the double talk Pastor Bakare has been doing? Is not a good example. We need consistent leaders. Exactly. That's what we are talking about. That's what we are talking about. Thanks a lot. Fani-Kayode is a Columbenta. Him wife run liver. We see can concern wife. We see they talk about wives. Do you know that some people, something's really wrong with them? Oh? They are talking a different issue. You are bringing another thing. What he has said, you are not even addressing that. You are talking about his wife. Who told you is different from him? Did he contest and fail? Any person want a pastor, you just say is a man of God. Nigeria wanna get problem. Okay. FFK can never be equated with Pastor Bakare in any way. He lacks credibility and morals. He shows being responsible and good morals. Sunday Bakare eventually turns to be the fool. I was afraid he fought Kumuyi, fought Adeboye, fought Oyedepo. When you see a man who deems himself as the perfect man, watch out. There is foolishness in such life. Using pulpits is supposedly hallowed ground to praise sing a Muslim politician castigating elders better than him in all ramifications, then he's only waiting to be buried. Is dead already. Pastor Tunde Bakare should not fall into his trap. FFK is a politician. It will bring him down to a political top and beat him blue black. As a man of God, Pastor Tunde Bakare should apply wisdom in this matter. No bitterness or malice should be allowed to exist here. Fulani are laughing at you, top, well-educated Yorubas. Why must Yoruba attack themselves? Yeah, that is not an issue now. They laugh themselves. Are they better off? When you see the truth, because you believe that some people will laugh you, you don't want to see the truth. Oh, let us cover our people. Oh, can't you see that those people, they do cover themselves? If you cover your sin, you shall not be prosper. But you see the way they are behaving, you see their lifestyle, they are the ones covering themselves. Up to now, they are still covering. They still don't want to speak, and they will continue to die in silence. So, guys, we don't want to dwell much on this. The battle line has been drawn between the two people. Let them, it is integrity matter, so that people will not just be falling for anything. That is why you need to use your brain. God has given you your own brain. Stop listening to people. Stop using their own destiny to judge yourself. God has given you. They should not be the one directing your brain, turning your brain on. Think for yourself. Look at everything holistically from all angles and begin to get your own facts. Then you can make your own judgments. Leave your comments and let's know your thoughts. Thank you.